Well, if you've decided during this pandemic that enough is enough and you want to do something about those extra pounds you've been carrying around, you might want to go about it a little differently this time. How about a more educated approach? Our next guest can help.
Yeah, and help keep those pounds off for good. Total Transformations, Dr. Kathleen Nash. She's a chiropractic physician. She joins us now, rocking the bangs. How are you there,
Rocking
doctor?
rocking the bangs and the hair here at home. Yes. Hi. How are you guys doing today?
Doing very well. How are you?
Really good.
I'm good. I'm doing really good.
Let's talk about this. Obviously, losing the weight is an important thing here, but there's good things that come from losing the weight. Having seen it in my own family, you're diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. The doctors usually say you're stuck with it for life, but there's a potential to possibly reverse diseases like this, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Because it's hormonally driven, the same hormones that are driving extra body fat are also causing extra problems like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes. And because that is such a high risk factor during our current health situation, now's the best time ever to do something about it, not just manage it, but reverse it.
Absolutely. We're talking about reversing, conditions. You're able to help people make these dramatic changes, Dr. Nash. A lot of doctors, they just manage the symptoms. Maybe they prescribe a pill and send you home. But you're taking a deeper look at this. You're actually addressing metabolic factors.
Yeah, so we actually address about 5 different metabolic factors that not only contribute to stubborn weight gain and difficulty losing body fat, but the core issues underneath that are driving them. And again, they're the same conditions that drive heart disease, type 2 diabetes, inflammation. Nobody wants to be managed with medication. We really, if we can reverse that condition and reverse it fast and get fat loss on top of it, let's do it.
Absolutely. That's what the total transformation is. It is those 5 metabolic factors. You've had a lot of success through your program over the years, I know. Let's talk about Dominick and his success.
Sure. So Dominick was diagnosed with pre-diabetes when he was 20 years old. It was managed with his regular doctor, and by managing it, he got full-blown diabetes by the time he was 25. That's when he decided he wanted to do something about it. He came to me. He lost, during my program, 75 pounds. He went on to lose 98. He reversed his type 2 diabetes in 3 months.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've seen some before and afters. Let's look at, let's hear from Dominick himself.
Let's do it.
Working with Dr. Nash, I lost 70 pounds in 3.5 months and reversed my type 2 diabetes, and I feel great.
So here's a guy that worked in a movie theater, was surrounded by all the bad food that caused a really debilitating condition that we used to not see until people were in their 40s and 50s. He gets hit with it in his 20s. Wow. But the good news is he proved that you can reverse that condition, and he's not alone. Type 2 diabetes is a reversible condition if you know what you're doing.
No question about it.
Amazing. Are these kind of results typical? I know you work with a lot of people around the Valley.
I do. And yes, it is pretty typical. Usually we can see changes in blood sugar in as little as 2 weeks. We can see reversal of type 2 diabetes in as little as a couple of months. But again, only if we properly identify what's wrong and the person's willing to do the work to get it reversed.
No question. Let's talk about this. You're helping people. You're always on the path to trying to help people in the Valley and take control of their health and have a better and more healthy life. How are people able to see if they're a good fit for your program?
Yeah, so the best way to do that is to have that evaluation with me, especially because all of the clients that I work with are in the high risk category for the health crisis that we're currently facing. We're still doing those appointments online, but that $97 evaluation that you would normally have to pay to see me is reduced down to $9.97, so less than $10. I'm going to send you 2 webinars that will explain everything about my program and what it does and what kind of health condition you're facing. And this way we can work together to get a handle on it, not only to accelerate your weight loss, but to reverse the disease hiding underneath it that's driving it.
And that seems to be the thing with this whole COVID crisis. It's not just about, having a few extra pounds. It's the stuff that lies underneath that's causing some people to get really sick by this.
Yes, that's exactly right. We're seeing that the high-risk categories are the elderly, respiratory conditions, heart conditions, and type 2 diabetes. And in those 2 conditions, for sure, the large population of those patients are in the overweight or obese category. Yeah. So it really is a signal for us to see that extra body fat needs to be taken care of, not only for diabetes, but for this condition as well.
No question.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Nash, thank you so much. And thank you for helping to continue to improve the health of people around the Valley. We'll mention that special offer again.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Always fun to be here.
Pleasure to have you.
Yep.
All right, that
Absolutely.
standard consultation fee, that client interview, usually $97, but you mentioned that you saw Dr. Nash right here on the Morning Blend. That's going to get knocked down to $9.97. Plus, you're going to get the weight loss webinars. She talks about the program and the results that it can achieve for you. And there's only 10 appointments available, though, at this $9.97 reduced fee. So if you want to get in on this, make sure that you go visit the website you see right there on your screen, or you call 702-637-1313. Dr. Nash and Total Transformation, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.